Good morning, Jake. Welcome, welcome. The first one, like always.
Okay, I have fixed my mic. Now should be better. So let's see what is currently happening on the gold. If you take a look on the 30-minute time frame, you can clearly see the last swing is pretty bearish. We have a pretty strong sell-off from pretty much 5,240, and now price is trading around 5,023. So yeah, we could say that we have a little bit more bearish momentum than bullish, and more likely price could continue to go down. And every time when I just attached this VWAP, and every time when we have a small pullback, that is actually pretty good sell opportunity. And couple of times price already got rejected from the middle line, and a couple of times for the first line. Now price is kind of rejecting from the first line as well, but yeah, I would like to see some small bullish momentum, let's say, and retest of 5097. That would be amazing. And if we could see that, then I would probably re-enter another sell. If we go on a smaller time frame, you can clearly see last couple of minutes or last couple of hours we had a small consolidation, and then price is now moving to the upside. And I noticed that like I made some money on this bullish move just because I was looking at the indices, and indices started to go up much earlier than gold. Good morning, Procrom. Which means I was looking at the US 30, Nasdaq, and all these pairs actually moved up before gold. And you already know that gold is pretty much moving now in the direction of indices. So whenever indices goes up, gold goes up as well. Indices go down, gold goes down. And I saw this bullish move. First of all, German 40 was going up. Let me take a look. First of all, German 40 went up, let's say 8 a.m. Started to go up. Then US 30 also started to go up 8:15, so 50 minutes after. Nasdaq also 8:15, 50 minutes after. So I saw, okay, maybe gold could be actually short-term weak scalp, good opportunity. And then as you can clearly see on gold started to went up 8:30, like pretty much 15 minutes or 3 candles after the indices. And I took buys around here, like I think it was 5,015, and yeah, in just a few minutes I made like 40, 50, 60 pips, I don't remember right now, but I managed to catch this beautiful candle. My stop loss was pretty tight, since I was taking buys around 50. My stop loss was below current candle, which is around 5,012, 5,013. And now I'm seeing that we had a POC here and a strong consolidation, and I took buys around 15, and then in just a few minutes I managed to make a pretty decent profit on this trade, which was pretty amazing. So let's go back on German 40 right now. Yeah, the thing is that this previous support could be now rejection zone, so be aware of that. There's a lot of rejection. Okay, let me just let's say 2. Okay, uploading. I guess 2 will not work. Let's try 15, extend POC. Let's do even more. Let's do 20. Yeah, problem is it's this on every is different. Every index is different. So basically, let's do 5. Okay, 5 is better. You have a little bit better picture on the volume profile by having more nodes on the right side, the left side. So currently this previous support is now resistance. We had rejections 2 times. And yeah, I'm still bearish on indices. I still don't see a reason why indices will go up. And yeah, so far we had this pullback. Maybe I could go with the sells on German 40 because in the same time we have a 10 minutes London opening. I will go with a small sell on German 40 in the next 45 seconds. Because if we see bearish candle, that will be just a confirmation and price will more likely continue to go down. If we see pretty strong bullish candle, which is still possible in this 30 seconds, then I will postpone my entry and I will wait for a better opportunity. Technically speaking, this looks like it could go down. Fundamentally, I'm still bearish on indices, all indices, not just German. But yeah, German economy, I think German, some I don't know, minister or someone said that Germany will not join the war, and yeah, which is like at least something good. Okay, let's stop loss. Yeah, this will be almost like a scalp. Still risky entry. Stop loss only 30 points. Target all the way down. That's like 93-1 risk reward. Short position. Especially if we see a little bit more volatility, more likely we will see continuation to the downside. Yeah, I guess it can be 2. Yeah, see, it's we have now a small consolidation on gold. Price is not moving, but at least German 40 is starting to go down. This is just a trend following price and analysis. As you can clearly see, we had a pretty strong sell-off in Asia. After the Asia session, now we had a pullback, and now, if you fundamentally technically bearish, more likely you will see continuation. You just have to wait for the pullback, and we had this pullback, which was a pretty decent pullback. I think 100 something pips from the lows. Yeah, 130, 120 pips. I'm not saying that price will go down, but it's high probability that price could go down from this point. Okay, now CVD also starting to fall down. We had a kind of divergence right here. You can clearly see CVD was moving up, but like price didn't broke above the highs, which is divergence, and yeah, so far looks good. If you have any, like 17 pips profit, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Gold still falling down. Yeah, following the indices, like nothing special. So you can even go with the shorts on gold, but when it comes to gold, I want to see a little bit bigger pullback. Although we can consider this as a pretty decent pullback, but the question is, maybe we already had pullback, which is from this lows to this highs, price went up almost 500 points, and maybe this was a pullback for today, and now we will see now just continuation to the downside. Now price is retesting once again very low. Now okay, we have here crude oil, and I made this volume profile from this lows to this highs. I didn't want to start from the beginning because that was like pretty much when all this started. So we have here volume profile, and it shows you the trend of the VT crude oil, which is obviously bullish, but this is pretty much for the last 7 days. And as you can clearly see, since we had this lows, which was like 77, 76, price is pretty much in an uptrend, and every pullback could be better buying opportunity. Now the question is, do you want to wait for the retest of the middle line like we had here, or eventually you want to wait for the upper line, which in both cases could be good, but sometimes if you try to buy on the upper, price still could continue to go down and retest the lower line, so be aware of that. Overall, more likely crude oil will continue to go up, and it's just a matter of time if war continues when the price will break above this, like I would say, strong psychological level of resistance 100. German trade so far so good. I didn't enter with a too big lot size, like only 4 lot, which means 20 pips will make me like $84. But if price reach my target, which is 90 pips, that should be like 360. Actually, it's euros, not dollars. That's like over $400. I mean, for one day, $400. Yeah, why not? So let me know in the chat, are you bullish or bearish on gold? Because most of the people actually are still bullish on gold, just even after all this drop we had and bearish pressure we had on gold, some people are still extremely bullish. I mean, long term I'm still bullish, but short term I'm slightly more bearish than bullish. Okay, let me take a look at, for example, Wix. 2% up, okay, nothing special. Tesla, DXY is up today like almost a break even, but still like trading around 99.6. If you look on a daily time frame, we could say that we had a kind of consolidation. Price tried to break above this resistance. It had success, but yeah, quickly next day price went back in the range. But nonetheless, I still do believe the price of dollar could go above 100. Once again, eventually we can see retest 101, maybe even slightly higher than that, 105, before we see continuation to downside, which means technically price of gold could reach 450, 460, something like that, 4,500, 4,600, maybe even 4,400, which will be a really good buying opportunity long term for gold. Yeah, surprisingly, Nifty 50 is up today 0.7%, and Hang Seng Index is also up, not a lot, 0.24%. Yeah, and that could change quickly. But yeah, I mean, Nasdaq down 0.4%, US 30 down 0.4%, US 500 0.34%, German 40 for the moment down 0.5%. Now officially we have less than 1 minute left before London opening. Since price somehow looks bearish, it is high probability that in the next 45 seconds at London opening we see even more bearish momentum, and price could eventually retest today's lows, which is sitting around, let's say, 23,400, which will be my target for today. If price breaks above this resistance, yeah, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. My risk is very small, just like you see, 30 pips. And 30 pips for index is like pretty much nothing. But through history, even with when we have a lot of bullish momentum or bearish momentum before London opening, it is still high probability that after London session opening, price actually goes up. I mean, that was pretty much the last, I don't know, like forever. Then we have a more bullish pressure on German 40 than bearish at the opening. But let's wait and see. Yeah, looks like the price of German 40 could go up just because indices are starting, US indices are starting to go down a little bit. Gold is going up, as I could see 23. Yeah, I mean, more likely German 40 could go up, but like I will not disclose my position just because US indices are going up for gold. Although it's high probability the price might follow that as well. But CVD is completely different than the price. CVD shows more bearishness, but price is still somehow moving to the upside. Oh damn. CVD, look at the CVD is crazy right now. Like current candle, and the moment was pretty strong bearish engulfing candle, but now it still looks like a bullish candle. Yeah, just because price is now bouncing up and down. I mean, when you have a normal lot size, I mean, I don't think you'll have emotional reaction whatever is happening on the market. Like, if you have emotional reaction on the price moment once you enter a trade, then probably you have too big lot size. Keep that in mind. If you don't, I mean, if like, hey, it's not pleasant when price goes against you. Like, it's not nice. Like, it doesn't feel good when price goes up and hit your stop loss. But you shouldn't feel anything except it is what it is, you know. Like, it's not the first time, it will not be definitely the last time. But your emotions are like roller coaster when price is moving up and down, then probably your lot size is too big. I mean, if you risk let's say 2% account per trade, I mean, that's pretty much nothing. But my risk, I think, is like less than 2% on this trade, just because it's 30 pips stop loss. Okay. Yeah, let's say my risk is exactly like 1%. Maybe even lower. But let's wait what will happen. I mean, I can't do anything about it. I still believe this was a good setup, just because current candle is like bouncing up and down. It's not my fault. It's like high volume candle because of the opening. Even if you look on the 1 minute time frame, you can clearly see nothing actually had happened, but do we have just the more volatility? Yeah, the only thing I don't like is CVD. CVD looks pretty bullish to me right now. And now we will see if CVD is actually leading or lagging indicator. Let's wait and see. If price, okay, let's say we will have closure. Now we will see if price will continue to go up or down. Like, because CVD is showing much more bullish momentum than the price does. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed because, like, we have a London opening, but not a lot of volatility. What we have today, pretty much nothing. So tomorrow, what we have tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow I said that probably I will be streaming New York session just because of core PPI and PPI news. And we also have interest rate decision by the central bank. 3.5, I don't think anything will change. 3.75 is like 99%. Unless, yeah, I mean, inflation, this war will reflect on inflation probably in the next couple of months. Okay, this high volatility on CVD and the price movement is actually good for my trade, because if CVD managed to continue to go higher, but price remains in this area around 23,500, it is high probability that when we see reverse in CVD, the price will follow that and you will see continuation to the downside. So if now CVD managed to go down, price will drop even further or harder than the CVD. So in the next 2.5 minutes, we need to see strong bearish candle on the CVD, or at least bearish candle on CVD. That means that the German 40 should go down at that point. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I mean, tomorrow, I mean, maybe today will be even choppy day, just because tomorrow we have a pretty big news, PPI and interest rate decision. So, but still we have a war ongoing. Oh damn, Yeah, price is following the CVD. I mean, I'm not surprised. It was just a matter of time. If you just look at the previous candle, it showed much more bullish momentum than the real price did. But somehow we are still in position. But yeah, I doesn't look that price will that this resistance will hold. CVD is still pretty strong. 1 minute, 1.5 minute left. For the moment, we had luck in this one. That's for sure. But the question is, how far the CVD will continue to go up? I mean, the CVD, the more it goes up, the less probability is that this resistance will hold. And actually, if the price goes up, this will be the second loss for this month for me. No, I'm lying. This will be actually the first loss. First trade, I ended the break even on crude oil. Yeah. It will be actually the first loss for this month, believe it or not. I have, other than that, I have 4 wins and 1 break even. It's Nasdaq sells, General 40 buys, gold sells, Dow Jones sells, and now I have German 40 sells again. Yeah, this will be the first loss of the month. Maybe. Okay, yeah, we had pretty much, maybe March could be one of the best months so far for me. But not when it comes to making money, when it comes to win rate for that month. So far, no loss. Okay, now it's time for price to go down. But still, I mean, I still want to see CVD moving down even harder. Okay, now look at this beautiful bullish, bearish engulfing candle on CVD. But it was the bearish engulfing candle at least for a second. Okay, let's take a look. Crude oil. Crude oil is not moving, but like showing a little bit more bullish potential, which means that yeah, German 40 eventually could go down. Gold, strong consolidation right now. Nothing is really happening. But yeah, I can say that something is happening on the German 40, like still consolidation. Candles are printing side by side pretty much. From my end, I would not say we didn't move. We had a little bit more volatility just because of the London session opening, but other than that, nothing. We don't have a clear direction. Like there is a pretty strong consolidation around here. So once when price managed to go above or below this range, yeah, more likely we will see price moving in that direction. So like even if you still don't have entry on this trade, if you see, let's say, breakout below the support, you can still enter a trade with stop loss above like 23,510. And if price goes above that range, I don't think I would consider buys, just because we have this strong rejection zone right here, like around 22,515 till 20. There is a strong sell-off. Let's take a look volume footprint quickly. Just see what is happening inside the candles. Okay, yeah, pretty much buyers and sellers are equal right now. Like nothing special, as you can clearly see. Delta minus -12, now -50. Before that, positive 80, 0, minus -6, -14, -2. Pretty strong consolidation and equal buyers and sellers. So yeah, even they don't know where the price will go. They're still kind of fighting. According to my analysis, there's still kind of higher chance the price might go down, but overall that's like pretty much 55 the percent that price will go down, 45 that price will go up. Still kind of indecision. If we manage to see breakout of this range right now in the next few following minutes, then definitely we will see continuation to downside. Okay, the moment I said CVD bearish candle, okay, which is good. So current candle still could go up, create that upper way, but since we have a falling CVD, is higher probability that price might continue to go down. Of course, that could change in a second, but let's wait and see. Now the trade is running still 10 pips profit, which is not that much, but yeah, I guess this trade is actually lasting longer than I was expecting at the beginning. I was expecting after London opening we will probably see one direction, but now we have a pretty choppy price movement. Now we are pretty much on a break-even point, slightly negative. Oh damn. Oh damn. Yeah, look how the price could change quickly. Okay, we are one more time really close to be stopped out from this trade. Wow, I mean this was this was kind of scary in a minute. Yeah, although current candle looks bullish, but look at the CVD, CVD is still bearish. And I would say pretty bearish, so it's just a matter of time when the price will go down. Yeah, I was planning to stream like for maybe half an hour, 30 minutes, but it's been like 36 minutes and I'm still in position. Okay, I'm still waiting. Like price and CVD are not correlated. Gold is moving to the upside. Yeah, which technically means that German 40 still could go up, but yeah, like CVD is still very strong on German 40, so I will be holding this position no matter what happened. No, whatever happens, but overall, so far so good. I mean, price didn't hit stop loss, which is good, but it didn't hit TP. Only thing is, we have falling CVD, but price is kind of lagging right now. But if CVD managed to continue to go down, there is high probability that we will see continuation as well. For those of you who didn't enter this trade, sells below this area could be a good opportunity. I'm not gonna lie, I'm even consider shorting once again when price managed to break below 22,460. But gold is getting crazy right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna close my position. I have like some stupid thoughts that maybe I should close my position, but it is what it is. What happens, happens. There's nothing much I can do about it. I mean, even if price goes up, hit my stop loss, I mean, the higher prices, the better selling opportunities will be in the future. We still have a New York session, so it's not end of the day or end of the world, at least not for now. If this war continues and more countries getting involved, then maybe it will be end of the world, but yeah. Oh, quanto many dosho. had a visitor. But look at this price movement. I mean, now you try to buy or sell. Like, at least we have a pretty strong rejection on gold. CVD is still showing a pretty strong bearish momentum, so it's still kind of high probability that price will continue to go down. I still believe that price could go down. Come on, CVD is falling down, but price still nothing. Still choppy price moment. Yeah, maybe we'll have to wait for New York session and eventually tomorrow, where we have a pretty big news. Like, in the same time, I don't want to end the stream right now because, like, since my entry, nothing has really happened. At least nothing big. Or price didn't move. Come on, German 40, go down. But this will be probably the fourth bearish candle in a row on CVD. The only thing what is kind of concerning that this bearish candle on CVD was actually a pretty strong bullish candle on the chart, you know. CVD is still falling down. Probably it will be game over once when we see breakout below 23,475. Then it could be definitely game over. Maybe then, in my opinion, then we will see even higher volume pushing price till today's lows, which is like 23,400, let's say. Like every time when price try to break below this support, we have rejection. But the more and more times the price is trying to break, and one point it will break. So that means a lot of bearish momentum is currently around 75 or 75. And if we see breakout of that, it will be game over. Okay, look at the CVD. I mean, CVD even broke below this lows, 57. So 20 seconds. Could we see bearish engulfing candle closure? That would help us a lot. Oh damn. I mean, price should follow CVD. 1 second closure below, okay. We could expect upper wick on the current candle and then continuation to the downside. Now the question is how big candle will be. Yeah, problem is on the smaller time frame we still don't have a breakout of this lows. Or now we have, okay? Now we have, now price is pushing down. We have created upper wick. Now the question is, do we have enough volume that could push the price even lower? Okay, we have a slightly sell-off on gold. Price went from, let's say, 5,030, 29, almost 100 pips in just 10 minutes. One minute time frame. Yeah, we had closure even on 1 minute time frame. Yeah, this now on the 1 minute time frame breakout below previous candle lows will indicate further continuation to the downside. That could be even a quick scalp if you don't have entry, let's say shorts below here. Stop loss above, let's say 22 pips, and target still like 3-1, 2-1, depending how much you prefer. Or eventually this lows right here, which will give you almost 3-1 risk reward. But look at, since my entry, like pretty wild price movement. Yeah, I mean, looks like there's no point of me being here when nothing is happening. Like, I will end the stream right now, and if price goes up, it is what it is. It goes down, amazing. But me, like, since entering 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, like 40 minutes, I'm here and like nothing has happened. Like, price literally didn't move. On a 5-minute time frame, candles repeating side by side. Like, insane. A lot of rejection right there. But yeah, overall, like crazy price moment, at least for the London session. Like, so much candles in this area, so much rejections from the resistance, from the support. Yeah, I mean, now it's even for me hard to predict where the price will go. Like from 55% to the bearish side, now I'm like on 51%. On the bearish side and 49 to the upside. Like price could go in both directions. Okay guys, that's being said, thank you for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe, and tomorrow I will be streaming in, let's say, 1:30 p.m, which is, yeah, 1:30 p.m. my time. So yeah, thank you and see you next time. See you tomorrow. Bye bye and take care. Ostao mi je tekst koji sam htio prije poslati. It should be break even. You did. No, I don't took profits. I don't took any profits. Like technically speaking, I'm still kind of 17, now 20 pips in profit. Like, which is not a lot. I mean, that's like, and now it's like 25, which is $100. I'm waiting for price to break below, and now it's breaking below, and hopefully price will continue to go down. If not, I mean, I don't know. Like, it is high probability the price will go down, but considering the price movement, yeah, probably price will go down now. 32 pips, yeah, 32 pips, my stop loss will go break even. So now officially I still don't have a loss in March, and this could be actually a pretty nice win if we see a little bit more bearish momentum. But yeah, what happens happens. Like, there's nothing much I could do. I moved my stop loss on break even if price goes up, it is what it is. So thank you guys for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe, and see you tomorrow. $50, that's enough for the bumpers. Yeah, it is actually. And some chocolate. I mean, she's still young. Every time when I buy something sweet, like, I'm gonna eat it. So it's not like she maybe eats like a little bit, but most of the sweet stuff, I'm the guy who is eating all. So thank you guys for being here. Hit the like button. Today we'll have a VIP Zoom analysis. Tomorrow we will see in your session. We have a lot of news. There will be probably a lot of volatility. Core PPI, which will give us pretty strong volume in that moment, and then later we have a federal fund rate, which will be really important, but probably it will remain the same. FOMC economic projection will be very important. We'll see where the Fed will go with the interest rates for this year, for the next following month. FOMC statement also very important. Press conference pretty important. We will have to say what the Fed chair will say, what will happen in the future, how that will reflect on the economy, and that will probably give us more and more volatility, and price could definitely go in one direction from that point. So thank you guys for being here. Hit like button, subscribe, and see you tomorrow in your session. Thank you guys. Bye bye.